This is episode 3 of my Road to 1000 challenge on chess.com. In this episode, we do 3 matches. A little rough this time. I was having some problems with focus. I did pull out a win, but there are some lessons to be learned here. Let's watch. All right, here we go. I'm going to go ahead and get started here. This is another rapid 10+0. Looks like I'm playing black against an opponent here in the US. We're going to go ahead and play the Pirc, which is a d6, although they're doing something interesting here themselves. I'm just going to go ahead with my normal development until I have a better idea of what they're doing. That is an unusual pattern of development. I have no idea what they're doing, actually. Let's see. They are targeting this, so they might be planning on bringing out their bishop to then target there. So I'm going to go ahead and just do this. I wouldn't normally develop that bishop. Okay. Should have seen that coming. So all we need to do there is, let's see. I'm going to put the bishop out like that. That protects everything. Okay. Like this. Very interesting. Not sure what they're hoping to accomplish here. Other than to just disrupt my normal opening. All right. That was definitely weird. So they gave up their bishop for a knight and a pawn. That seemed to be the thrust of their opening. So we're just going to go ahead and do some regular development here. Yeah, that was weird, but what I'm doing now looks nothing like the Pirc opening that I was planning on doing. Let's see. So their knight is attacking me there. I've got a defender. They may very well come down with this pawn here. So I should see about getting another defender. Let's go ahead and see, so I think this is the move I need to worry about right now. And but I don't know exactly what to do about it other than just go up here and threaten their knight. Okay. Now we're going to come over here. Or here. Let's see. So he's looking at going here and forking my queen and my rook. So I need to make sure that doesn't happen. Which I can do like this. This is definitely an unusual game that's transpiring right now. Let's see. So weird. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and get his knight out of there so he's not attacking my f7 square anymore. Oh, he did it anyway. Okay. What is this guy doing? It just doesn't make sense. So I could just take his bishop, but then I would lose my bishop. It would be a trade. He's still up by one pawn, even though I've got two of his minor pieces. He's basically just taking out my pawns. So I guess we'll just do this. Okay. Let's see. I'm just going to do that. I'm mindful of his rook coming down here, depending on how these play out. Okay. I'm going to do that. Oh, I still screwed that up, didn't I? Okay. Yeah, this has been such a weird game. That pretty much cost me the game right here, unless he makes a mistake. And yeah, this just isn't working for me. He's got me by 6 points of material. Yeah, you know what? I don't think this is worth playing any longer. Not exactly sure what happened there. That was just a weird opening, and we're going to try for it. I'm not even going to do the review on that. It was just so weird. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and play the Ponziani. Okay, and I'm hoping he doesn't do a knight here, but he might. Yep, okay, so that means that we're playing a drawish game, assuming both of us make reasonable moves. So I'm going to go here. All right. All right, so we're attacking this knight. He may develop his queen. We shall see here in a minute. What I could have done instead of putting that knight out there is I could have forked his knights with my queen, but now it is too late for that, so we'll just go here. Okie doke. Now he's got 2 pieces being threatened. What are you going to do about that? I think he's going to have to go ahead and lose one of them unless he comes up with something clever. He should probably just trade off bishops with me. Okay, or you could do that. I could trade off bishops with him. Being that he's up by 1 point of material on me, I don't think I want to. I'm just going to develop here. Okay, now he's doubling up on my bishop. He's got it pinned now. We'll go ahead and let's see if castling is the right thing to do. I'd probably have to castle right now. Let's see. Or, yeah, I can't move this. We'll go here. Protect my bishop. And then after that, we'll castle. There we go. Now my bishop is unpinned. Okay, he decided to go for it. All right. Now, he's attacking my queen. Let's see. If I were to go up like that, he would fork my rook and my. Oh no, except my pawn would take him. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and bring the rook over 1 space. My bishop is kind of backed up. I need to get my bishop active. Well, that's not really like a meaningful attack, unless you just want to sacrifice your bishop for my knight. Well, I'd say I've got center control, but my castle's not so great. See, now he's got 1, 2, 3. whereas I've only got 2 defenders on it. And if I move it up by 1, then I have 3 defenders. I'll have my, let's see, my knight and my queen and my rook. He'll still have 3 attackers, but yeah, looks like that's what I'm going to have to do is go up by 1. That brings my knight in to help defend. Okay, so now he's got an advantage on that piece, but his queen is, well, his pawn is first in line, I guess. Okay, so I think we're just going to move here. Now we do, well, let's see, 1, 2. That's not going to work. Go like this. Oh, that's going to put me in check. That wasn't the right thing to do. Wow, I am not playing very well. That's 2 lost games. I'll go ahead and do a game review. This is a miserable 2 games here, especially because I was winning at several points when you look at the balance. Here. So my accuracy, yeah, I played it very badly. So let's see what's going on here. I've got to figure out where my attention is today. So, yeah, you can see on the balance that there was points where I was ahead there by more than 3 points. But, okay. Okay, so that's typical Ponziani opening. Then he does this. And that is even though that's one of the more common responses, that is the most difficult one for the Ponziani opening. If he comes out with the bishop or goes up with his other pawn to d6, those are both advantageous for white, but in this case you're playing a sort of drawish game, and normally what would happen there, now what I should have done here, I don't remember what I did. What I should have done is advance this pawn to threaten his knight, but I didn't. That was my mistake right there. Okay, and yeah, the correct move was this, and I, for whatever reason, didn't do it. You're always supposed to take whichever knight, or to attack whichever knight you can, depending upon which pawn he takes. That's how the Ponziani works, and I did it wrong right from the start. Okay, so yeah. So I eventually went up and attacked the knight, but I did it a move too late, and it kind of set the tone for the rest of the game after that. Okay, so there, I should have just gone up and kicked his knight, but I instead jumped out here with my knight, thinking it was more important to develop, but I should have kicked his knight away. And then that, for him, was a big blunder. He should have just taken my knight. That was a surprisingly terrible move. I guess because I could have just taken his knight in return, which, for whatever reason, I didn't do. Gross oversight. Where was my mind during this game? That was an undefended knight that I should have just taken. Huh. That was just gross oversight. Okay, yeah. I deserved to lose this game. Already two fairly large errors within the first handful of moves. Yeah. Okay, so there it wanted me to trade out my bishop for his knight, which I'm not mad at myself for not doing that, because at this point I was down by a pawn, and I don't think trading didn't feel quite right to me at that point. Okay, and then he should have taken my bishop, and now I should probably take his bishop. No, I was supposed to castle, but I waited for a move and brought my queen up instead. Okay, and then he should have taken my bishop and didn't. Then I should have taken his knight and didn't. So yeah, this is all around just a bad game. So here the engine wanted me, instead of going up here and taking his bishop, to actually come under here and pin the bishop to his queen. But I didn't do that. Oh, really? So there, instead of, even though I'm being attacked, it wanted me to come up here and just counterattack its queen, which I don't understand, because he would then just take it. I don't quite get that, but okay. See there, now he made another huge blunder where I could have come back, but why is that such a huge blunder? That probably means there's some awesome move that I just didn't see. So what I should have done, oh yeah. So that, again, completely undefended bishop that I should have just taken. How did I blunder all of this stuff? It's like I wasn't even paying attention. I'm normally not this bad, but yeah. Okay, well, I think we've seen enough here. That was just basically really bad inattention, not looking at the board. We're going to try again here and see if we can get a little better focus. This is how it is sometimes, though. If your mind's not quite in it, you can just make really bad moves. Okay, so he's probably going to come here. So instead of doing the Pirc, which is what I've been playing, I'm going to go ahead and just do this and do just a normal challenge for the center. Okay, so he's doing, I don't know, it's like a King's Indian or a Catalan or something. So he's not really contesting the center directly, so I'm just going to go ahead and take it. Okay, so now he is attacking this pawn. And I'll just go ahead and come out with this knight then. Yeah, it looks like, I guess that's a King's Indian he's doing, a King's Indian attack. And we're going to do this, because he's probably going to, oh, no, I was mistaken. I was figuring he'd want to maintain that pawn structure, but he went ahead and quit with that pawn structure. Okay, we'll just go ahead and back up by one. Go like this. And we just need to keep center control until we've developed and castled. We've still got a few more moves. Okay, so he's attacking my knight and my bishop. We're going to go ahead and he may just be willing to trade. I'm going to go ahead and come out with this knight right here. And let's see what he wants to do. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and take out that knight. We're just going to trade. Okay, and now this one comes back in its place, and now I'm attacking this pawn, and I can get this bishop out after that so that I can then castle. Okay, there we go. Alright, so that puts me ahead by a pawn, and I just need to decide where I want to put this bishop. Maybe here. Unless he comes up with that pawn, then I'll go down one further. Okay, so I'll go down one further and pin it to his rook, pin the knight to the rook. Okay, so he breaks the pin. We go ahead and castle. Let's see. What am I thinking about here? Well, we got to at least do that much. We don't necessarily have to continue with the exchange if he keeps attacking. All right, so now if I were to come back, then he would still have these two pieces on it. So basically I just stop the exchange there. And as a matter of fact, there's a hanging pawn that I just take instead. And of course he got a hanging pawn of his own. So now we have to do this. And now he has to either move it or bring his... No, he can't bring out his queen to defend it. Okay. Let's see. I can go here now. That places him in check and forces him into the corner and enables me to take his rook, except his bishop is a problem there. Okay, so we need to do something about this bishop. And this was a great spot for my knight, though. Oh, and his queen. Except for those two pieces that are preventing me from going there. Maybe they're there for a reason. Okay. I'm going to go here. No, I'm not. That piece is pinned. Let's see. I can fork his rooks. If... Here, I can go right here. Right, should be safe there. And then I can come over here and fork his rooks. See how he feels about that, or if he even notices. Because right now we're in even material, and I'm not sure who has a better position here. I mean, my king has more safety than his king, I would say. His castle's all messed up. So yeah, I'm gonna think about forking his rooks. I'll of course look to see if there's maybe a better move than that, but that seems reasonable to me. So I've got my bishop in here protecting. That seems to have given him something to think about. And we're both down by 3 pawns and a knight. Okay. So he's attacking my knight, but apparently he didn't see the fork. He is now attacking my bishop, though. So if I go here, let's think about it. If I go here, then I'll be attacking both of his rooks. My bishop will be defended. And so he'll probably, I mean, he may very well move one of the rooks. But then I'm just going to take the other one. So there would really, I mean, presumably he values this rook more than this one, because this one is buried in the corner. So maybe he would just move this one over by one, but if he does that, then my knight's here protected by my bishop, but then this bishop is hanging. And then I'm left deciding, okay, do I want that bishop? Do I want to protect my bishop, or do I want to take his inactive rook? Actually, no, it's protected by this rook here. So I think I'm good to just go ahead and fork him. Oh, really? So that seems like a bad move. Unless he is just planning on coming down to take my queen, but then I'll just take right back. I don't understand that move. Okay. Now I'm still forking both of your rooks. I think he screwed up. He didn't calculate that out. Because now I'm up by a pawn and I'm about to take one of his rooks. Huh, and I guess he decided he doesn't care which one I take. So obviously I'm going to take this one. And then I am going to lose my knight. Is there anything more clever I could be doing right now? Let's see. No, I'll go ahead and just take this knight, or this rook over here. That was a mistake, because there's nothing protecting that knight from this rook. I think he's kind of melting down now. I just got to make sure I don't get back ranked back here after he comes over and takes my knight. Oh, he didn't even take it. What are you doing, man? Was that a mouse slip? Huh. I think he's melting down or something. Like everything has just gone haywire for him. But I know how it is, given that I just did something similar in the last couple of games. Okay, so I can put him in a double check. If I were to come here, he'd be in check there and in check here. But he would probably just move up and then attack my knight, and then I would be stuck choosing between my knight and my rook here. So we're basically just going to have to come down like this to save my rook. And then I think what I want to do is then move this bishop like this, and then move this knight. Okay, so he wants to attack my rook some more. So I'll just go up here and take his pawn. And yeah, I mean, he would do well to resign at this point. But yeah, I'm going to go right here. Well, let's see. I think I'll do better to come over here, actually. His best move, I think, is to put his king right there. Yep. Okay. And we'll go like this. Like that. Let's see. Then we go here. Yep. So that was a weird game. We'll go ahead and look at the review here. Let's see. So my accuracy, wow. Well, his was 58.2. Mine was 70.3. So neither of us played a very good game. But we'll go ahead and start the review here. And let's see. So he opened with whatever that is. Is that a... That's not a... I don't really understand what that opening is. So yeah, I just go straight for center control, and he's doing a King's side fianchetto, which is a Catalan or a King's Indian attack, I guess. But yeah, I'm just going for old-fashioned center control. So I should have moved up to attack the knight instead of developing my knight and protecting this piece. Okay, so he castles, and then I make this silly move. Instead of attacking his knight with my pawn, I do that with my bishop. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't just go up with my pawn. That's what I should have done. That's normally what you do. In all manner of positions, when they have a knight out there, you just attack with your center pawn. I mean, I don't really want to give up my position in the center, though, to take a knight, but maybe that's what I should have done. Now here it's saying I should have moved my queen up. Oh, and I guess the idea there would have been an attack on this pawn over here. So it basically would have cost them up their bishop if they had taken back. Because yeah, I would have been protecting. I would have had a queen bishop battery right there. Okay, but anyways, okay, so they made the right move, developing their knight. I basically made a horrible mistake. Apparently that was a really bad mistake. For some reason, I should have taken the knight with my knight and forced them to double up their pawns, but instead I did this silly move. Why was that such a bad move? Okay. So, I did that in order to protect this bishop. That doesn't seem like a bad move to me, but they were still telling him, the engine's still saying that he should have taken that bishop, even though I was protecting it. So, okay, so that was just an all-around bad move for some reason, and now it put me back to the advantage. And then I did the right thing finally and took his knight. He took back. And then apparently that was a terrible move again, and I should have gone up here and set up that queen bishop battery. So I'll have to remember that when he's got a fianchetto like this and they advance that pawn. I should remember that. Okay. So he should have advanced his pawn instead of moving his rook. So we're both just playing super inaccurate. But this is where I'm getting to where I can do that fork. But it wanted me to go out here and attack the knight. Okay. Okay, which I did eventually, because now it's actually a meaningful pin rather than just an attack on the knight. It's got it pinned to the rook. And then he breaks the pin, which for whatever reason was a bad move. He should have just come out here and kicked my bishop. Okay, so castling was the right move. That was an okay move, but he should have taken with his knight instead of his bishop. Oh yeah, he would have done way better to take that with his knight. Or wait, I don't know why actually, but anyways. Okay, so I took back, that was the right move. And that wanted him to come down here and attack my queen. Even though there is no defender? Why would it tell him to come down here and attack my queen when there is no defender? for that bishop. It's just telling him, hey, go lose your bishop right now. How's that a better move than taking my pawn? Oh, I guess it would have allowed him to come down here. You know what? I'm not even going to try to figure it out. That seems like a weird move to me. Okay, so that's what he did. And then that apparently was a bad move, and it's been telling me over and over again to move that queen up. Like it really wants you to set up that queen bishop battery. That's the good thing I'm getting from the engine from this review. Okay. Oh, super blunder. And now I wonder if this is like the earlier games where, well, that's not really a super blunder because it's protected. It says the review is saying that it's giving me the opportunity to win their rook. Oh yeah, because of that fork that I eventually actually did. I guess. Like what? How else could I win the rook? Okay, so this is where now I can do the fork, but it's saying that I should have moved the queen up again. Like it really wants me to make that d7 move with the queen. Okay. Now it's saying I can win a bishop through a discovered attack. I don't know what it's talking about. This is where I'm going to do the fork. Yeah. But it's saying I should have gone over here. Okay, I can see why it would do that. If I had gone over here, then this bishop is being attacked by both my knight and my queen, but I like the idea of the rook fork better. Either way, I have a 3.8 eval advantage right now. Okay, what did he just do? He took my bishop, and that was the right move for him, apparently. See, that's what I didn't understand. That doesn't seem like the right move to me, because all I have to do is take it back like that. Okay. Alright. Yeah, so he was actually making all the engine moves there, and all of it seems stupid to me because it results in him losing. Like here he just lost his rook, and then he didn't take back for some reason. Right? Which is what he should have done. Okay. And here it's telling me I should have taken his bishop even though he would have taken it right back. Okay. Sometimes I think the engine is crazy, I'm not going to lie. Sometimes I think it's just nuts. It's like trying to create a draw or something. Yeah. Yeah, part of me thinks this was a mouse slip. Like maybe he meant to go all the way over and take it. Instead he sat it there where I could just take it. Okay. And for whatever reason, that was a bad move, and he should have come over here and attacked my rook. Alright. Okay. I missed my chance for a checkmate, it says. I should have moved the knight here, which would have been a double check. What's the follow-up? How does that make sense? Oh, I wasn't even thinking about this rook right here the whole time. That wasn't part of my checkmate math when I was thinking about how to checkmate him. But that's actually what I needed to do. Okay, so yeah, I moved over there. And this is where we checkmate. Okay. Well, that was 3 games that I'm not proud of. The first 2 I lost horribly, and now my rating is down to 621, which I believe is where it was when we started. I thought I lost 2 games and won 1. Isn't that what just happened? Anyway, 621. At the beginning of episode 1, we were at 620, so we've gained 1 elo over the first 3 episodes. So it's going to be a matter of paying a little bit better attention. This third game I played a little better. Like my accuracy was 70%. If I'm in the high 70s and low 80s, I'm doing what's a decent game for me. So this one was still a little bit subpar, but apparently my head wasn't quite in it tonight. But anyways, that's episode 3. I'll be back with episode 4 before too long. I hope to see you there. Thanks. The entire Road to 1000 series lives in a playlist on my channel page. See you there.